Never underestimate the power of patience. Because sometimes, the seed you plant today may take years before it blooms. This is the story of Samuel, a simple farmer who taught his entire village what it truly means to never give up. Samuel was a man in his late 40s, strong but weathered by life. His skin was darkened by the sun, his hands calloused from endless days in the field, and his back bent slightly from years of carrying more than just crops. He carried hope. He lived in a small clay house on the edge of a village, with his wife and their only son. Farming was all Samuel knew. It was his life, his pride, and his way of providing. But year after year, his land seemed cursed. The rains came too late. The pests came too early. The soil gave him nothing but disappointment. Still, every morning, Samuel walked to his barren field. Hoe in hand. Sweat dripping. Knees aching. He dug. He planted. He watered. He prayed. His wife, weary and worried, often shook her head. "Samuel," she would say, "maybe it's time to stop. Maybe we should move, or find another trade." His son, impatient and young, grew angry at his father's stubbornness. "Father, why do you keep planting seeds in dry earth? Can't you see it will never work?" But Samuel only smiled. His voice was calm, steady, and firm. "One day, the land will listen. One day, the seed will answer. We must not give up." Seasons passed. In the summer, the earth cracked under the blazing sun. Samuel planted seeds that never sprouted. In the autumn, locusts descended like a storm, eating everything in sight. Samuel fought them, but the land was left bare. In the rainy season, the river overflowed, drowning the crops before they could grow. The villagers whispered. Some laughed. "Look at Samuel," they said. "Year after year he works, and year after year he fails. He's a fool chasing a dream that will never come true." But Samuel did not answer them. He only worked. Day after day. Season after season. Then one morning, something happened. After a soft rain, Samuel walked his field as he always did. His feet sank slightly into the damp soil. And there, sprouting from the earth, were tiny green shoots, fragile but alive. Samuel fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. For the first time in years, life had answered his patience. The days turned into weeks. The weeks into months. And the small green shoots grew taller and stronger. Soon, Samuel's field was alive with healthy crops, stretching as far as the eye could see. When harvest season came, the entire village stood in shock. The man they once mocked was now gathering a harvest larger than anyone had ever seen. His wife wept with joy. His son, once doubtful, stood proudly by his father's side. And the villagers who had called him foolish now came to him for advice. Samuel smiled, not with arrogance, but with quiet gratitude. He shared his grain with neighbors. He taught them how to care for their land, how to wait with patience, and how to endure disappointment without losing faith. One evening, as the village gathered around the fire, Samuel spoke. His voice carried the weight of every season of failure, and every drop of sweat he had shed. "My friends," he said, "a farmer is not judged by how many times his seed fails, but by how many times he returns to the field. The land may test you. Life may break you. But if you do not quit, one day, your harvest will come." Samuel's story became a legend. Generations later, people still remembered the farmer who refused to quit. Not because he was the wealthiest. Not because he became the most powerful. But because he showed them something more valuable than gold. He showed them that patience, faith, and persistence can turn barren ground into fields of abundance. So the next time life feels like dry soil, when your efforts seem wasted, and everyone doubts you, remember Samuel. Remember the farmer who planted seeds in hopeless ground, and reaped a harvest beyond imagination. Because the truth is simple. What you water with patience today will one day feed your tomorrow. If this story inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories of hope and wisdom, here on Echoes of Wisdom.